broadcast location tonight, Philadelphia and nothing.
Hey, Kevin.
Thanks, D.A. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Then it's Clint Capella. Then it's Young. And it's Herter in at the point. And for Philadelphia, Harris is out there with Mike Scott. Then there's Ben Simmons. Then there's Embiid. And it's Milton in at the shooting guard position. Embiid kicks to Milton. Back to Embiid. Down low. 6 to shoot. The 76ers need to get off a shot. Milton. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Here's Herter. Inside. Wants to get it to Collins and does. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Fast break, Philadelphia. Here's Milton. And the 76ers get it back. Pass to Simmons. Here's Embiid. Lock at 6. Passes it to Scott. The dish now to Embiid. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. About a minute played so far here in the first. Young pass to Herter. Now Hunter. And there's a foul. Will go on Shake Milton. That is his first foul of the game. Embiid with the steal.
An intelligent defense. He reads the play. Gets himself in the perfect position to come up with a steal.
Up high to stop the alley-oop.
The chemistry Embiid has with his guys. I mean, he seems to know exactly when to go for these alley-oops.
Young looking around. And the turnover again by Atlanta.
A flat-out loss of concentration. That kind of turnover will drive a coach crazy.
And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. Pass to Embiid. Outside, Simmons. Back to Embiid. Simmons trying to get open. Embiid kicks to Simmons. Back to Embiid. Second chance shot. The shot, no good. And Atlanta will come the other way. Young, right side. And he makes good on the layup.
Maybe not the most explosive athlete, but Young's jumper stretches defense, which gives him more room to get by his man.
And the second season for Trae Young, just unreal. Pulling off amazing performances at such a young age. Greg, just how good do you think he can be?
You know, Kevin, Young will be viewed as a top point guard in this league for a long time. When it's all said and done, might be one of the best point guards in league history. Certainly is on his way to being one of the best shooters to ever play.
And there's a whistle, and that's going to go on Simmons. That's his first foul. And the 76ers making a change here. Hill's checked in. Williams passes to Okongwu. Lays it up and banks it in.
Don't sleep on Williams's ability to create for others. That's a veteran play.
And Simmons kicks to Harris. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, you can't blame the ref for making that call at all. The defense in general is already at such a disadvantage as it is.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now. Back to Gallinari. And Gallinari throws it down.
On some high IQ basketball from Bogdanovich. Moves the ball to the wide open man for an assist.
Maxey passes to Curry. The pass to Maxey. And that's a foul called on Gallinari. That is his first foul of the game. 1:14 left to play in the first quarter. Out to the wing. 6 on the shot clock. Now, here's Maxey. D right on him. No good that time. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tyrese Maxey. That's his first foul. Bogdanovich with it. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Gallinari passes to Okongwu. Count it. Good.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Atlanta shooting their first free throw of the game here. And that one falls for Okongwu. 51 seconds left here in the opening quarter. And here's Maxey. He kicks it to Curry. Pass to Thibault. Shot clock at 6. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Over Reddish. Trying to get something going. Tolliver with the bucket.
And that's why you never stop working in the paint at either end of the floor.
Atlanta leading by 5. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. From deep, Gallinari. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. To the inside. From the low block. And it's slammed in by Howard.
And you need an army to keep Howard away from the basket. He's so superb at snatching up offensive rebounds.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, but still a close game. It's Atlanta. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. Well, from what you guys are seeing from the Hawks, what are you thinking about their performance?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, how many coaches say, we want to start fast? Now, let's see if they can maintain that intensity.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court for Atlanta, Gallinari is out there with Okongwu. Then there's Tony Snell. Then it's Reddish. And it's Bogdanovich in at the point. And it's Green missing.
Man, you don't see this fella blow many layups. Not against D like that, anyway. Yeah, he's a nice pay raise this summer for Bogdanovich. I mean, wings of his skill level, highly valued in today's game.
Here's Okongwu. It's good. That's 7 points for Onyeka Okongwu.
Yeah, his teammates are going to like Gallinari more and more with every one of those passes. Good job to set up for a wide-open look.
Simmons with it. Now guarded by Gallinari. Slammed home and he draws. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Hunter's checked in for Atlanta. Passes it to Scott. Now here's Milton. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring hit from him. Another shot. Embiid kicks to Milton. Sinks the three-pointer.
Yeah, he continues to improve as a passer. The sky's the limit for Embiid and his all-around game.
Young outside. Left side, Collins. Back to Young. Over Milton. Young's shot is good. Young's got his second bucket of the game to go. Greg, you really began to emerge and got on the national scene at UNLV, but you started your college career at Portland, where you were actually named the Conference Freshman of the Year.
Yeah, how about I actually averaged more points in Portland than in any season I played at Vegas. Totally different roles, but Portland's always going to have a sweet spot in my heart. My first child was born in the great city of Portland.
Here's Embiid, and he banks in the layup.
What a finisher Embiid is. He's a pro at not letting the defense dictate to him.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball. Hunter, the pass to Young. And there's the feed to Capella. The kick out to Young. 13 feet away. To the right side. Collins wide open. He fires. Off target from three-point range.
They get away with it here, but that's not a shot you should ever be giving them.
Pass to Milton. And here's Embiid. Capella covering. On the wing, Milton. Off target from the wing.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Young passes to Capella. Here's Herter, defended by Scott. Tipped away. Shoots the three. Atlanta gets it back in a new 14. Out to the right wing. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And the 76ers with a completely new group now. For Philadelphia, they've gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Here's Maxey. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Curry passes to Howard. The shot goes down and he gets this game back to even.
And that's Howard's comfort zone. In close, near the bucket.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Bogdanovich. Dwight Howard pulls it in. The 76ers have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Now Curry. Howard in the post. It's blocked. It's all tied in Philadelphia.
Kevin.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, for the 76ers, the first quarter was pretty even. They were in a 7-point hole at one stage. And that'll do it for our...
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. And guys, without question, Okongwu displaying his skills today.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Yeah, working the ball, getting clean, quality looks. I mean, just efficient basketball through and through.
They've got Shake Milton. Scott is out there with Joel Embiid. Then it's Simmons. And it's Harris in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia.
Beautiful move. Bogdanovich isn't just a standstill jump shooter. He can handle it.
And there's the pass to Milton. Harris looking it over for the lead. And the 76ers get it back. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Out to the right wing. Here's Embiid. Rebound by the Hawks. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Snell kicks to Gallinari. He feeds it to Okongwu. Dishes to Okongwu. Offline from the high post. And so Simmons will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. A 2-point game. Pass to Embiid.
I mean, you got to love the skill set. Simmons possesses. Lightly triple-double threat. He stuffs the stat sheet.
It's his first trip to the line.
And you know, you'll take what he can give you from the free throw line. Looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths. Shooting in the low 60s last season.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Embiid. Tolliver comes in for Scott. Matisse Thybulle's checked in for Harris. And Curry subbed in for Shake Milton. And Gallinari kicks to Snell. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
That's an unforced error, that one. Drive a coach crazy. Got to play heads up out there.
Maxey's checked in for Simmons. And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. Collins comes in for Gallinari. DeAndre Hunter, he's checked in for Reddish. Young is subbed in for Bogdan Bogdanovic. Maxey passes to Tolliver. Here's Howard. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
And it's Hunter with the jam.
And boy, when Hunter's aggressive, good things seem to happen for him and his team.
The 76ers trail. Passes to Tolliver. Here's Howard. And Howard with the stuff.
So impressive with the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Yeah, true, but we'll see if they can keep forging ahead. For now.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The activity in front of the Brooklyn Museum. And we've got
Kevin, thanks very much.
All right, David, thank you. Look at the 76ers starting group. Shake Milton is out there with Simmons. Then there's Tobias Harris. Then there's Embiid, and it's Scott in at the 4 slot. And for Brooklyn, Durant is out there with DeAndre Jordan. Then it's Harden. Then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Harris in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Embiid. Offensive rebound. Scott finds Simmons. Now here's Milton. To the middle. Here's Embiid, and Embiid throws it down.
And if you want to talk about a player who embodies the power game, then Embiid's your man. You know you're going to get some strong finishes anytime he's on the court.
Here's Irving. Back to Harden. Clock at 6. And he converts the layup. Not many teams have the personnel, Greg, to work the ball through the post, but that's what we're going to see plenty of tonight. These two teams can do it.
No doubt, Kevin. It can really add a dimension to your offense, and it creates different rotations defensively, especially when you've got someone down low that's going to demand a double team. And so I'm interested to see, in essence, some old school basketball in terms of how teams rotate out of that post.
I am too. Here is Harden after Ben Simmons' bucket.
Well, Kyrie Irving, if you're open, he will find you. This guy is a scorer, but he understands others have got to come along with him.
And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Embiid against Jordan. And again, it's Philadelphia.
And showcasing that overwhelming strength, Embiid is so skilled at finishing over the aggressive defense.
Now, here is Harden. Outside, KD. It's 3-pointers off the mark. Harris against Harris. To the paint. Scott kicks to Milton. Over Irving. Again, Philadelphia.
80% from the field to start, playing with a ton of confidence.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Harden the pass to Harris. The 3-pointer off the mark. 76ers have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Poked away. Outside Durant. He's looking for Jordan and finds him. Good D by Embiid.
You will have to finish harder than that if you want to convert in traffic.
And there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. That's his first foul. Green, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Then for the 76ers, Howard's checked in for Scott. And it's Hill in for Shake Milton. The Nets making a switch here. Brown's checked in. Seth Curry, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Pass to Brown. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Jordan comes in for Green, and it's James Harden in for Brown. Now, here's Maxey. The offensive rebound. Launches a three. Here's Howard. Pass to Maxey. Now Thibault over Harris and stolen by Jordan. And here comes Harden leading the fast break and the jam by Harden.
What a pretty look. DeAndre Jordan, to have that kind of touch on your passing, such a quality piece for a big man.
And DeAndre Jordan, not the same impact center he once was, but he's done a great job of acting as a leader for this team.
Well, you think about DeAndre Jordan's career, Greg, and over the course of time, he's played a number of different roles. What you like about what he did this past season is, even though in a changing role, he still tried to make an impact. That's called being a teammate.
Irving with a clean look. Can't tie it up as that one misses. The 76ers leading. Here's Maxey. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Here's Thibault. Here's Hill. Some solid defense there from Irving. Nets have gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. The game now all time.
But what a wizard Kyrie is in the open floor. Utilizes his speed to help create open shots in transition. That's beautiful.
Now here is Hill. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Now here's Maxey. He's guarded closely. Off with the layup.
Boy, with his shot not falling right now, it might be time to look in a different direction. See if you can get your teammates started.
And while his ability to score gets so much attention, Harden demonstrating why he's also regarded as an elite level passer.
Here's Maxey. Over Irving. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And still a close game as the first quarter. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And taking a look at the Nets' performance here, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Guys, I love their defense in that first period. They were in position and just challenging shots.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. So for Brooklyn now, Brown out there with Green. Then it's Harden, and it's Claxton in at the 5 down low. Now here's Curry. Thibault on the wing. Lots of room. Second chance effort. There's the 3. Here's Howard. Now the pass to Maxey. Down low. Curry kicks to Howard. And he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron.
Well, to keep the defense from collapsing on him when he's tight to the bucket, Dwight Howard has to have the mid-range game. That is well done.
Now, here is Harden. He has 6. Pass to Dinwiddie. And it's sent back by Howard.
Dwight Howard at his best, sending it back.
A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Well, it seems like every year, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcome with open arms. Their style of play is so terrific.
No doubt about it. You know, guys like Ja Morant, I think he's got a chance to be one of the greats. And any list about the future of the NBA has to include Luka Doncic. I don't know if there's a better basketball talent than that young man. And, you know, let's not forget about Devin Booker out in Phoenix as well. A terrific, terrific player.
3 terrific kids. You're right. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, guys, we all know that there are some people who dislike James Harden's style of play. They're bored watching him shoot free throws. He said, "I see how teams guard me and find ways to exploit it. I just outthink the game, and I'm faulted for it." Kevin, that may be, but it's hard to argue with the results. Back to you.
You're right, one of the top scorers in league history, David. Thanks for that report. And it's the 76ers with the ball. After the basket by Brooklyn.
And really, that driving lane exists in part because of Harris's ability to be a sharpshooter from deep.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Pass to Johnson. Dinwiddie against Harris. Johnson dishes to Dinwiddie. 6 on the shot clock. Johnson finds Dinwiddie. And Embiid pulls it down. 76ers have gone 2 of 5 in the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Kevin Durant's checked in for the Nets. Philadelphia also making some changes. Simmons checked in for Scott. Korkmaz comes in for Shake Milton. And George Hill's subbed in for Seth Curry. Now here is Hill. No points in the game yet for him. Here's Embiid. Down it goes, his third basket. He's now 3 for 4.
You see that nasty streak Embiid possesses. Part of why he's a superstar. Great motor.
Dinwiddie against Hill. It's Durant on the wing. From 13, and good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
And big men who can shoot really changes the dynamic of your offense.
It's almost gotten to the point where you have to be able to hit that face-up jumper nowadays. Very few exceptions to that rule.
Now here's Embiid. He's got 6. They get it back. Out to Harris. Pass to Korkmaz. Here's Simmons. Outside Hill. Back to Embiid. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Embiid's got the lead up to 4 now for Philadelphia.
As the game has gone along, they've gotten more and more aggressive on the backboard.
And Durant gets double teamed. Back to Dinwiddie. Count that one. Dinwiddie's got his first points in this one.
Well, the multi-time scoring champion Kevin Durant is showing you he has got as complete a game as there is in the NBA. What a pretty pass.
Now here is Hill. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Harris. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Here's Simmons. And Embiid, the bucket on the assist by Simmons. And the 76ers lead by 4. KD on the wing. Misses the 3. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie, for the 76ers, the first quarter was pretty even. Some good moments from both teams, but as the first period wrapped up. And
second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Joel Embiid has been sensational.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
Getting underway in the second half, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers. Howard is out there with Anthony Tolliver. Then there's Maxey. Then it's George Hill, and it's Thibault in at the small forward.
Well, how about the 2008 NBA draft? DeAndre Jordan becomes the 35th pick. and becomes an all-star for the first time in 2017. Boy, really an example of what can happen when you put the work in.
Now here is Hill. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Howard, the pass to Tolliver. Back to Howard. Goes back up. Brooklyn with the rebound.
Listen, if you're that wide open, you have to take the shot, even if it's not your favorite.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
The Nets have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line. We know how important the draft is, Greg. It can shape an organization. Talk about some of the best draft day deals of the last couple decades. There have been a lot of them.
Oh, there have been a few. I mean, just coming to mind here recently, how about when Kawhi was traded to the Spurs? That was a huge get. Go back
George
to how about Kobe going to the Lakers.
Folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in air. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. And stolen by Howard. And now the 76ers on the break. Here's Maxey. Lays it up off the glass. Maxey's got the lead up to 4 now for Philadelphia.
Well, their first basket in 4 tries. Can that trigger a little bit of good shooting here? We'll find out.
Back to Irving. Kicks it to Harden. Shot clock at 6. Back to Irving. Fires for 3. The shot, no good. And it's Philadelphia the other way.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
The kick out to Hill. Now, here's Thibault. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. But they recover it. Hill, no good.
It's amazing the success they've had with him shooting this way. 0 for the night.
Harris's shot is off.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Here's Maxey. Here's Howard. The feed now to Tolliver. Eyes yet again. Hill has the open look. Offline with his 3.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
The 76ers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Listen, we know Dwight Howard is on the back 9 of his career, but he can still be valuable. This guy is capable of a double-double every night.
KD's checked in for Blake Griffin. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Mike Scott's checked in for Tolliver. Tobias Harris comes in for Matisse Thybulle. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Maxey. And it's Ben Simmons in for George Hill. For the lead, hits the 3-point bomb. Irving's got 9.
You know, what you love about Kyrie is that he's always prepared to shoot when he is roaming in space.
Milton with it. Here's Simmons. And he slams it down right on top of Kevin Durant.
Yeah, whenever Simmons gets a chance to show off his insane jumping skills, he seizes it.
Outside Durant. 56 seconds left to play in the third. And that one drops. third quarter here and 5 lead changes so far.
And guys, neither team has been able to pull away.
Harris outside. All alone. It's hauled in by Harris.
I guess even he has took this one of those once in a while.
Outside Durant. Back to Harris. Dishes it to KD. And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. Big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Johnson comes in for Kyrie Irving. Green, he's checked in for Harris. And it's Bruce Brown in for James Harden. The 76ers also with a sub. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Dwight Howard. The pass to Embiid. And here's Milton. Back to Embiid. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Nets out in. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. They've got Green. Joe Harris is out there with Durant. Then there's Brown, and it's Dinwiddie in at the 1 spot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Embiid kicks to Milton. Second shot opportunity. And he sinks the layup. Milton's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the 76ers. Game winding down, and they just keep changing leads.
And guys, no separation yet, and I really don't think we're going to see any all the way down.
And here is Green. It's Durant on the wing. And Durant gets double teamed. Brown outside. And Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got 8 rebounds in this game. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Green. Kyrie Irving comes in for Harris. And it's James Harden in for Dinwiddie. The 76ers need to get off a shot. Embiid. And it's Durant with the rebound.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
Kept alive. He dishes it to Irving. The basket good off the assist from Durant. And the Nets lead by 1.
I'll tell you, you have got to have a short memory. You put a poor first half behind you, and you get to work here in the second.
Passes it to Milton. Over to the left wing. Embiid inside, defended by Durant.
But Kevin Durant is playing spectacular defense, and it sets the tone for the entire team.
All quarter long, he's been zeroed in and knocks down big shot after big shot here in the fourth.
Pass to Embiid. He kicks to Harris. Pass to Milton. Here's Embiid. And it's sent back by KD.
And not having the same impact on the offensive glass that they did in the first half. It would help them cut into this lead if they could create some more second chances.
Howard's checked in for Philadelphia. So he gets them both.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throw.
On the pass to Durant. And And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Big moments. This is who Kevin Durant is. He delivers when the game is in the balance.
Harris is checked in for Brooklyn. Seth Curry, he's checked in for the 76ers. And the 76ers call time here.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
Just feels like the basket is looking awfully small to them right now. They're having a hard time getting anything to fall.
And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Kevin Durant.
And he's had a very good night shooting the basketball. A little over 50% from the field, and a lot of those shots have come against some tight D. That shows the level of his focus and consistency.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for DeAndre Jordan, and Blake Griffin's subbed in for Joe Harris. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Doc Rivers talking to the team, and he's pushing them to empty the tank. He said, I know you're tired and it's been a tough game, but we can't hold back. And if you're tired, come out. Otherwise, I want you full speed, guys.
Simmons passes to Hill. Here's Scott, back to Simmons. Right side, Scott. Sinks the triple. Scott's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
Outside Durant. We've got 1:28 left in the fourth quarter of this one. The 17-footer goes down. And the Nets lead by 3.
Well, listen, you do the best you can to make Kevin Durant take tough shots. But this guy, lightning quick release, unbelievable shooter, so hard to guard him.
And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Boy, not on the same page there. And in a possession ball game, that's a big mistake.
Brooklyn leading by 3. We've got 1:08 left in the fourth quarter. Back to Harden. And the jam by Harden.
And this is what great players do. Harden's understanding how to deliver in a big moment.
Outside, Simmons. Here's Embiid. Shoots over KD. It drops. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And there is no back down in Joel Embiid. He is ready to rise to the occasion in the big moment.
There's 37 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Outside Durant. He doesn't hit that one. Hill with some nice D.
Can't afford any wasted possessions down the stretch.
I'll tell you, they'd better come up with some points on every possession from now on.
DeAndre Jordan's checked in for the Nets. Joe Harris comes in for Blake Griffin. And the 76ers also making a change. Milton's checked in. Irving looking over the floor. On the wing, Harris. And there's the call on Tobias Harris. That is his first foul of the game. There's 10 seconds left in the game. Durant in the corner. It's stolen by Milton. Timeout called the 76ers. They're behind by 3. 6 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what's your take?
And it's do or die time. They need a bucket here to stay alive.
And it's either got to be a three-pointer or a score quickly and take the foul.
Looking to tie it up with a big triple.
Greg, this is all about execution. Can you free an open man from the three-point line? That's what it comes down to.
And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. Well, thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. A great view. So the Nets starting five. Harden out there with Kyrie Irving. Then it's Jordan, and it's Durant, and it's Harris in at the 3 spot. And for Atlanta, Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Then it's Chris Dunn. Then it's Clint Capella, and it's Herter in at the 1 spot. Here's Herter. Lobbed up there for Collins, and stolen by Jordan. Here's Irving. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Out in transition, Kyrie finds his spot down the court, finishes the job.
Here's Dunn to the left wing. Greg, we've got two terrific highlight-making teams, both athletic in so many ways.
You know, it makes me hearken all the way back to college, and one of my teammates, Stacey Ogden, one of the greatest athletes I ever played alongside. Well, we're going to see a lot of his impact in tonight's game.
Here is Harden after the made shot from John Collins. Harden scanning the floor. KD on the wing. On the wing, Irving. Just 5 to shoot. That's a miss. He's made one and missed one. Collins up top. Irving against Dunn. Passes it to Capella. Now here's Dunn. Defense right on him. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Great initiative from Capella there, seeing an opportunity to score and getting the D to act.
And the second free throw, good. And so just over a minute and a half played. Harden outside. In the corner, it's Harris. Harden finds Irving. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. It's good. The assist that time from Harden.
And when you handle the ball as much as Kyrie, you learn to keep your eye on the shot clock.
Now, here's Dunn. Here's Herter. Here's Collins. And finished off by Collins.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Now here's Harden. Pass to Durant. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by Clint Capella.
There was a mix-up defensively. Left him all alone. He just couldn't hit it.
Hunter. Good work defensively by Harden. Brooklyn trailing. Fast break. Here they come. Left side Durant. Back to Harden. A minute 50 left to play in the first quarter. In the corner, it's Hunter. No good from outside.
All the time in the world to get that one off. And Kevin Durant, one of the greatest scorers to ever play. Not the most prolific scorer, but perhaps the most talented. He's dangerous from any part of the floor.
For Atlanta, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Capella kicks to Collins. The three-pointer is right on target. Collins has got 7 points in the game.
I mean, he only attempted just one three-pointer in college. Collins has surprised the NBA with his consistency from range.
Now here's Harden. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. High post try. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim.
Terrific play. This is why you run your offense through him and live with the results.
Done outside. Pass to Herter. Second chance effort. Collins kicks to Hunter. The pass to Dunn. Here's Capella, guarded by Jordan. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. Dunn misses. For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Harden the pass to Jordan. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. It's a tie ball game.
Size and strength of DeAndre Jordan, brushing off the defender.
Here's Herter. They get a hand on it. Tie game in Atlanta. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the... Naturally a ball-dominant player, James Harden talked to...
Yeah, that's the goal. That's the goal, of course.
Giving their offense another dynamic.
And it also helps him preserve some energy for those big moments in the big games.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And for the Hawks guys, what stands out to you stats-wise?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
And they have the guys to do it. Play to your strengths, and they can make up for some of your weaknesses.
Setting the floor for the Nets. We've got Green. He's out there with Brown, and it's Irving in at the point guard position. Passes it to Brown. It's tipped. Here now is Dinwiddie. He's covered by Bogdanovich. There's the feed to Reddish. And the layup falls.
Great job executing the offense. That pass on time and on point.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
The Nets making a switch here. Griffin's checked in. Now here's Dinwiddie. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Brown outside. To the wing on the left. Griffin passes to Claxton. Shot's good. Griffin making the play.
This is what separates Blake from most power forwards. Terrific playmaking ability.
Gallinari outside. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. The shot by Okongwu, no good. Brooklyn with the ball. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Back to Griffin. That's tipped and stolen by Bogdanovich. Here's Reddish. Great D that time from Green.
He liked to have that one back. That's easy money.
The Nets working the ball around now. Outside Griffin. Tipped away and stolen by Bogdanovich. And it's Young. That time on the assist from Bogdanovich. And the Hawks lead by 2. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Pass to Green. Outside Griffin. Dinwiddie outside. Clock at 6 from about 19 feet. Rebound by the Hawks.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
A nice shot by Bogdanovich. Greg, you're the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters. But ultimately, your teammates got to feel like you play for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it.
Offensive rebound. Bucket is good. Claxton's got 4 points this quarter.
Hustle points count just like any others. That's a great play.
And an intentional foul right there. And it's a completely new group for Atlanta. Brooklyn making some changes. Here's Herter. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Outside Collins. 5 to shoot. Puts it up. And Herter gets it to go. Herter's got the lead up to 6 now for Atlanta.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Harden with it. Guarded by Hunter. On the wing, Irving. Overdone. Irving finds KD. And here's Harden for 3. Atlanta with the rebound. Capella's got 5 rebounds tonight. 6-second difference between shot and game clock. Here's Herter. Collins dishes to Hunter. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
The effort on that play from Hunter manages to get everything he could hope for.
The Hawks shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game. Nets trail by 9. Harden outside. Lobbed up there for KD. It's stolen by Capella.
And it's something that Harden continues to work.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, good to see you. A competitive matchup for Atlanta in the first quarter. They were never able to get the lead above 4. They had the upper hand in the second quarter. And...
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. One of the stories here, John Collins getting it done today.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him. Really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. And so in the game for the Hawks, Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Then it's Chris Dunn. Then it's Clint Capella. And it's Herter in at the point. Great positioning on the putback.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Now Harden. Durant at the elbow.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Pass to Herter. Inside, Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
Yeah, credit Herter. Recognizes where the help is coming from, finds the open man.
Harden outside. The kick out to Irving. The Nets working the ball around now. 6 to shoot. Jordan the pass to Durant. From beyond the arc and then some. Durant's got his first 3 points of the game.
The deep range on display for Kevin Durant. He got that one off with ease.
Dunn looking over the floor. Dishes to Capella. Back to Dunn. They double him with Jordan. To the paint. Stolen by Durant. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
The Hawks making a switch here. Bogdanovich is checked in. Nets trail by 8.
I mean, hard to fathom that Blake Griffin is becoming one of the more prolific three-point shooters among NBA big men.
Greg, it was a shot he barely attempted through his first 6 seasons in the league. Now he's made it a key part of his arsenal.
Dinwiddie dishes to Green. Oh, good on that one. Good D by Bogdanovich. Young finds Bogdanovich. The kick out to Young. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. And the Hawks lead by 10.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Dinwiddie outside. Now the pass to Claxton. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And Atlanta will come the other way. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands. The Hawks leading by 8. Bogdanovich with it. And Gallinari kicks to Bogdanovich. Top of the key. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way.
Gallinari, very unselfish, draws a lot of defensive attention, which often leads to open teammates.
Dinwiddie surveying the floor. Pass to Claxton. Goes back up, and it's good on the layup. Claxton's got 4 this quarter.
Relentless on the offensive glass, and then you love the finish.
And here's Young. He dishes it to Gallinari. It's tipped, and so it looks like the Hawks will retain possession here. And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. There's 31 seconds left in the third quarter. Shot clock at 5. Here's Huerter, guarded by Harden. And Huerter gets it to go.
And when you watch Kevin Huerter shoot, has a long release, but he's very consistent with it.
Now here's Harden. Tight defense on him. Outside Irving. 13 feet away. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
The nasty handle of Kyrie uses it to get anywhere he wants.
He got it up. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's Atlanta holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. We've got more in store for you right after this. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. 8-point game. On the court for the Nets, getting the fourth quarter going. They've got Kyrie Irving. Durant is out there with Joe Harris. Then it's Harden, and it's Jordan in at the 5. Now, here's Dunn. Now the dish to Collins. And the 3 off target. Nets trail by 8. Stolen by Collins. One-on-one here. Done with it. Guarded now by Irving. Collins passes to Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
I like that. Collins playing under control, reading the floor. Nice setup there.
Now, here is Harden. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Atlanta making some changes. Hunter's checked in for John Collins. And Trae Young subbed in for Dunn. Dinwiddie's checked in for Brooklyn. About a minute played here in the 4th quarter. Young against Durant. Young dishes to Hunter. Back to Young. The Hawks working the ball around. 6 on the shot clock. To the middle. Here's Capella. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. And the Hawks lead by 12. Boy, your alma mater, UNLV, Greg, has produced some great NBA players over the years. I mean, so many great names.
No doubt about it. Listen, I got a special place in my heart for my former teammates Larry Johnson and Stacey Augmon.
Right.
But also guys like Sean Marion. You go back to Reggie Theus, who was a tremendous player. And right now in the league, you got Kim Birch, dunk champ Derrick Jones, and up-and-comer in Christian Wood.
Good mentions. Here's Herter after Clint Capella's bucket. Young pass to Hunter. Over Jordan. But they'll get another chance.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Nets trail by 14. Here is Harden. Outside Irving. Jordan inside. Capella covering. Outside for Durant. The Nets need to get a shot off here. And Capella sends it back.
Opponents have to be careful when Capella is in the area. What an impressive display of timing.
Here's Herter. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Yeah, he's kicking himself. No defenders to be found in that mid-range area.
The Hawks leading by 14. 3-pointers, Snell, but they recover it. Pass to Herter. He kicks it to Hunter. Tries again. Herter, no good. Nets trail by 14. To the inside. And Jordan has it in the corner. Right side, Kevin Durant. It's Jordan on the wing. Kicks it out to Harden. Outside Durant, back to Harden. Jordan trying to free himself up. Off the left rim and out. Atlanta's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Herter passes to Capella. Young with no one around. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. For Brooklyn, they've gone 0-3 to start the 4th quarter.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Hawks.
This is a game where the defense, steals specifically, generating a lot of opportunities.
And it created possessions for them, scoring opportunities, and that effort, a big part of what will be a nice victory here tonight.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Clint Capella.
Boy, such a big factor in the game tonight. His intensity on the boards. Even when guys put a body on him, he somehow still beats them to the ball.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Durant. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Durant has one thing on his mind. When he gets the ball in close, attack.
The clock now can just run out for the Hawks. Young against Irving. Banked in off the glass. Young's got the lead up to 14 now for the Hawks.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Not messing around at all. They were focused, relentless, and they got the job done.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it. And the 76ers showing off their style as they now look in Philadelphia's starting lineup. We've got Joel Embiid. Ben Simmons is out there with George Hill. Then there's Scott, and it's Harris in at the small forward. And for Atlanta, Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. And it's Young. Then it's Clint Capella. And it's Herter in at the point. Now, here is Young. To the paint. Here's Collins. And finished off by Collins.
You just can't leave anyone open around Young. He's very capable of spotting his uncovered teammates.
Simmons looking around. The pass to Harris. With some art. The kick out to Scott. Pass to Simmons. Poked loose. Hill with it. Guarded by Hunter. 4 on the clock. Here's Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
When he's sprinting down the court like that to the basket, Simmons is virtually impossible to stop.
Herter passes to Young. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Here's Collins. He can't get that one. Some solid defense from Harris. And they're on the break. Simmons dishes to Embiid. And the dunk by Embiid.
Guys, the passing ability and IQ of Ben Simmons, both amazing.
A little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. Here's Hunter. Hill with it. And Young picks him up defensively. And Simmons slams it in.
You know, what touch from the Australian native, Ben Simmons. I mean, he's so good at staying under control, even when facing physical contact.
Now, here's Hunter. Outside Collins. Pass to Young. Now Harris. Kicks to Simmons. Right wing. Embiid against Capella. Out to Harris. Philadelphia needs to get a shot off. Here's Collins, and finished off by Collins.
This is as easy as it gets for Collins. Once he establishes position, the defense is toast.
Simmons with it, and Young picks him up defensively. And it's Simmons penetrating. Here's Embiid, and it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. And now here comes Collins leading the break, and that one is good. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Gallinari, he's checked in for Capella. Reddish comes in for DeAndre Hunter. Bogdan Bogdanovic, he's checked in for Trae Young. And Chris Dunn subbed in for Kevin Herter. Greg, you were a feared ball hawk in your playing days, and I know you see similar players playing today.
No doubt about that, Kev. You know, Ben Simmons, a player at 6'10", with those hands. He's incredible to watch on that. And how about Fred VanVleet, though? He's a guy, they say he's 6'1". I don't know. But he gets into you and competes, man. And that's the beauty of our game. You know, you can be as big as the trees and have a major impact, or you can be one of those little fellas, as they like to call us, and be equally as effective on the floor.
Like the Chris Pauls, the Patrick Beverleys, there are a lot of those guys that play the ball like you did so well. Yeah, right. Great players. And so it's Gallinari with it. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Bounce pass, Bogdanovic. Snell kicks to Okongwu. Curry against Bogdanovic.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
Passes it to Howard. Here's Milton looking to end the run. They grab their own miss. And Howard with the second chance points.
Such a great rebounder, athleticism and length. Dwight Howard knows how to use those gifts that he possesses.
Here's Snell. The pass to Okongwu. Shot clock at 6. Back to Snell. And Okongwu has it in the corner. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Green taking his time here. 27 seconds left to play here in the first. And that one, good.
Boy, Green's showing us another layer of his game right here. I mean, I like to see him attack like that on occasion.
Bogdanovich passes to Gallinari. 15 seconds left to play in the first. Comes up empty down low.
Boy, that is awesome defense, guys, against a capable finisher. Well done. I'm sure the coaches love that.
Yeah, his teammates are going to like Gallinari more and more with every one of those passes. Good job to set up for a wide-open look.
Here's Curry with the 3, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. At the end of one, a closely contested. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for the Hawks.
Well, in the first half of play, they're closing out aggressively, blocking shots, a key indicator of their activity on the defensive side.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
So to begin the second quarter for the Philadelphia 76ers, we've got Mike Scott, George Hill out there with Simmons. Then there's Tobias Harris, and it's Embiid in at the 5.
Boy, the sheer size of Embiid often puts the defense in tough spots. He's a beast.
For the Hawks, Clint Capella comes in for Okongwu, and Trae Young subbed in for Bogdanovich.
Well, he's certainly been on target with the free throws. Such an advantage when your bigs can knock them down from the line.
Here's Snell, still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Back to Young. Young is double. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. Capella, headshot off. And Philadelphia the other way now. Now here's Simmons. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit. That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Collins checked in for Gallinari. DeAndre Hunter comes in for Reddish. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Tony Snell. The Hawks trail by 3. Young with the ball. An easy 2 points on the layup.
And the work ethic coming into play there. Yeah, I like how Young can just focus on the task at hand.
And Simmons kicks to Hill. Pass to Embiid. Good. The assist goes to Hill. Embiid's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Here's Huerter. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Greg, is a broadcaster, who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many other guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who is my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
Right there on display for you was Clint Capella's continuing growth offensively. Eyes up, ready to make the next pass before he got the ball.
Now here's Embiid. He has 6. Korkmaz passes to Embiid. Just 5 on the clock. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Dishes it to Capella. Got a piece of it, and they get it back. Here's Herter. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Here we go, one-on-one. Unloads. Second chance shot. Shakes him. And it's Embiid scoring on a gorgeous play. Embiid's got 8.
Boy, proving to be a handful once again, guys. Embiid, so tough to keep off the glass because of his agility and size.
Here's Herter. Back to Young. There's the dish to Capella. Embiid with the steal. We've got 1:13 left here in the second. Thibault, the pass to Maxey. Here's Embiid, the turnaround jumper. Count it. And now a 4-point 76ers lead. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the 76ers.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught them off guard. Playing airtight defense and coming up with the steal.
And another thing they've done right from the start is converting. A lot of those second chance opportunities, those can be hard to come by sometimes. And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. Now, here's Bogdanovich. And Bogdanovich throws it down.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Here's Curry with the 3. He can't get that one to fall. And the first half comes.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. You look at the core of this young Hawks team. They have Trae Young, John. Thanks for joining.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Joel Embiid with a strong contribution in this one.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Then it's Clint Capella. Then it's Young, and it's Herter in at the point. They're the group for Nate McMillan starting the second half.
You know, that's what you want out of your point guard. Hill is really doing a nice job getting the ball from side to side and not hesitating at all in doing it.
Now, here is Young. Collins finds Young. Floats one up. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Capella's got the game tied up here for Atlanta.
Well, Capella's tenacity is so impressive. I mean, he's got an unlimited abundance of energy when it comes to offensive rebounds.
Here's Harris. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
And Atlanta has possession. 76ers getting the bucket. 90 seconds now into the second half. Pass to Harris. And it's good, 2 points.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Count it, and the Philadelphia lead has been cut down to 2 on the bucket from Young.
You gotta like seeing this from Young, wanting to prove he's more than just a jump shooter.
And here is Hill. Here is outside. The feed to Embiid. Back to Harris. Philadelphia moving the ball around. The fadeaway. And it's John Collins with the rebound.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Shots good from Young.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Now here is Hill. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Now Embiid and Harris wide open. He shoots. Embiid kicks to Harris. With the hook shot. And Simmons with the nice bucket inside. Simmons got 12.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now. Now, here is Gallinari. It's hauled in by Tolliver. The 76ers have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Curry deciding where to go with it. Here's Milton. That 3 off the mark. The Hawks trailing. Here's Bogdanovich. Okongwu. It's good on the putback.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Back to Curry. Makes it off the glass. Curry's got his first 2 points.
So good at figuring out ways to get inside. Seth Curry working on improving this part of his game.
Bogdanovich passes to Gallinari. Howard with the steal. Outside Curry. 26 seconds left here in the third quarter. Passes to Milton. Picked him clean. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Tips it up, and it's Gallinari on the follow. Gallinari's got it all tied up now for the Hawks.
Finished off by Gallinari. Moves well for a player with a 6'10" frame.
And a deep three from Curry. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And we wrap up the third and looking to be an exciting fourth quarter. We'll be back shortly live from State Farm Arena. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. And so in the game for the 76ers, Howard is out there with Ben Simmons. Then there's Matisse Thybulle. Then there's Maxey. And it's Curry in at the 2-guard spot. Now here's Dunn after Clint Capella's miss to take the lead. And it's sent back by Howard.
Excellent timing by Howard. He knows exactly when to jump to deny shot attempts.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Howard. Scott comes in for Maxey. And Tobias Harris subbed in for Matisse Thybulle. Bogdanovich left side. Out to Gallinari. Feeds it to Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
No defense going to stop that throwdown by Capella right there.
And Philadelphia with another turnover here. Okongwu's checked in for the Hawks. Reddish comes in for Chris Dunn. We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Here's Snell, and there's the pass to Okongwu. to the middle. And Okongwu slams it in.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
Now, here's Okongwu. After the miss from Joel Embiid. Can't connect from short range. Now, here's Curry. Outside, Simmons. Outside, Curry. And Simmons kicks to Harris. And Embiid trying to break loose. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
This is where Embiid burns you the most. I mean, mainly because of his size and such a soft touch.
Bogdanovich with it. Pass to Okongwu. Embiid with the steal. Harris with it. Now guarded by Bogdanovich. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. John Collins, he's checked in for Gallinari. DeAndre Hunter comes in for Reddish. Trae Young, he's checked in for Tony Snell. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Bogdanovich. Young's shot is good.
And this is something Young must keep doing. His attack off the dribble, the ability to absorb the contact, and then just finishing through it.
Hill passes to Embiid. Shot from 12. Here's Scott. Fades back. Embiid kicks to Scott. 76ers moving the ball around. Another shot. Simmons finds Embiid. He scores his 6th bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times.
Joel Embiid on top of things there, folks. Recognizing a big possession and commanding the ball.
Back to Young. Inside. And there's Collins on the assist by Young. Collins has got the lead up to 6 now for the Hawks.
What a play by Young. Out of that pick and roll, does a great job with his decision making.
The bounds, Atlanta takes possession. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Atlanta. Here's Young. .110 left in the 4th. Hunter, the pass to Capella. Young outside. Clock at 6. Shot from 16. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
It really does come down to this. I mean, come up empty, and it's over.
Now here's Embiid. Shoots over Capella. Can't connect from 14 feet out. And here's Collins. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. Hunter, no one around him, and all around the rim that time before dropping in. And the Hawks lead by 8.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
Not by a long shot. It's all but official.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Simmons can't get it to go. Here's Atlanta now. Here in the 4th, they've allowed just 4 points. Young passes to Huerter. Outside Collins. Young left side. Pass to Huerter. Capella, high post. From deep three-point range, misses there. And so the Hawks take the win. All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. moments away. They gather at the... Hi, everyone. We're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. So the Nets starting 5. They've got Kyrie Irving. Durant is out there with Joe Harris. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Harden in at the point. And for Philadelphia, Harris is out there with Scott. Then there's Hill. Then there's Ben Simmons. And it's Embiid in at the center position. Pass to Harris. Here's the 3. That shot is off. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. KD, that's for 2. And finished off by KD.
Boy, Kevin Durant, an absolute nightmare in transition. Combined size, speed, great scoring ability. Look out.
Embiid against Jordan. Embiid, the pass to Hill. Irving with the steal. In transition, here come the Nets. KD leading the charge.
Well, this is the court awareness that Joe Harris gives you. He is so skilled at realizing how to give his teammates an open look.
Pass to Harris. Plenty of experience, Greg, on the floor tonight. How does that shape what we're about to see, do you think?
You know, Kevin, this is one of those games where guys are going to be smart out on the floor. They're going to be in the right positions to make plays. And honestly, this could come down to who makes the bigger, tougher shots.
Here's Harden, and the jam by Harden.
What a pretty look. DeAndre Jordan, to have that kind of touch on your passing, such a quality piece for a big man.
And again, Philadelphia turns it over.
Listen, turnovers happen. You've got to move on to the next play.
The Nets have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. Back to Irving. Over Hill, and Irving with the basket on the assist by Harden.
The evolution of Kyrie Irving's game continues. Magnificent with the jumper.
Simmons with it. Harris outside. Six to shoot. From the line, and it's good off the back of the rim and in.
He has become a pure shooter. And from mid-range, Harris is deadly.
Harden kicks to Durant. The Nets working the ball around now. Back to Harden. Over Simmons. Kicks it out to Harden. Action coming off the assist from KD. Harden's got his second bucket.
Impressive. 5 straight makes. Love the play calling here.
Outside, Simmons. Here's Embiid. Left side, Scott. Shoots over KD. Harris finds Simmons. Goes back up. Out to Harris. The 76ers need to get off a shot. The 3 from Hill. Rebound, Brooklyn. First quarter of play. We're about 3 minutes in. And stolen by Simmons. And they're running. Hill, no good. Brooklyn leading by 6. Down low, here's Irving, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Outside, Simmons. The kick out to Hill. Back to Harris, to the paint. And the layup's good off the glass.
Offensively, we see Embiid all over the floor, but inside is where he can really utilize that size.
Pass to KD. And then Durant with the dunk.
Of the 2 offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
And I think because of that, they've gotten the better looks to start this basketball game.
Simmons dishes to Harris. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And the 76ers with a completely new group now. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. There's 48 seconds left in the first. There's the pass to Claxton. Here's Brown, and the dunk by Brown.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Passes it to Milton. Kicks it to Tolliver. On the wing, Green. Back to Tolliver. Good as Green picking up the assist.
Well, Danny Green excels at recognizing when his teammates have open looks and putting it on the money. Nicely done.
Now here's Dinwiddie. Outside Griffin. And so it's Brooklyn holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And recently,
I think we get a lot of teams' best shot.
And Greg, it's one of the great challenges of being one of the teams to beat.
But that's the difference with a superstar like Durant. He can give you elite play from start to finish. Lesser guys can do that only in spurts.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the Nets, what do you think?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. Hey, Greg, you played in a different era of NBA defense. When you look at how defense is played now in the league, how do you feel about it?
You know, Kevin, I think the introduction of the zone, by and large, has been great. You get a lot more switching, and I think it brings more skill into the game. Don't get me wrong. I do miss the physicality that we had back in the 90s, but I tell you what, right now, my body wishes I had the opportunity to play in this era.
I bet it does. And the 76ers with a completely new group now. Here's Hill. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Now Embiid over Jordan. Jordan with the rebound. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Here's Dinwiddie. That one rolling around and rims out. Pass to Hill. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Here's Simmons. What about that dunk?
That was special. My goodness.
You can't let Simmons get going off of these dunks. His confidence just soars when he slams it down right there.
To the inside. 8 feet away. And it's blocked by Scott. Up top, Simmons. Guarded by Harden. And Durant sends it back.
But Kevin Durant is playing spectacular defense, and it sets the tone for the entire team.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
Here's Simmons. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Harden the pass to Durant. And then Durant with the dunk.
And while his ability to score gets so much attention, Harden demonstrating why he's also regarded as an elite level passer.
Outside Hill to the left side wing. Out to Harris. Back to Embiid. Good. And Harris gets the assist.
And hit on the way up. Embiid's strong physically, but also mentally able to keep his focus.
Harden inside the three-point line. And Jordan gets it to go. And the Nets lead by 9.
Well, it's easy to say. This guy wanted it more, creating the second chance opportunity and cashing in.
Simmons passes to Embiid. 1:07 left to play here in the half. It's hauled in by DeAndre Jordan. Jordan's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Irving can't get it to go. And here's Hill, who will bring it up for Philadelphia. And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And a new group in for the Nets. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Jordan. Griffin comes in for Kevin Durant. Green, he's checked in for James Harden. And it's Bruce Brown in for Kyrie Irving. Korkmaz passes to Howard. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Well, Dwight Howard, if he gets that kind of position, turn the lights out.
On the wing, Green. Pass to Brown. Here's Claxton. He's guarded by Howard. Here's Claxton. No points in the game yet for him. The layup off target. Here's Green. He dishes it to Tolliver. That one goes in.
They did a better job of getting it inside in that first. They've lost some of that physical edge here.
The 76ers shooting their first free throw of the contest. That free throw good from Tolliver. Johnson outside. On the wing, Green. Beyond the arc. That shot missing.
Well, nice job crashing the glass.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to it's Brooklyn out in front at the half. They are leading by 4. Kenny, how'd you feel about it?
Well, it's a heads-up, unselfish game they're playing.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
Timeout called, the Nets. Greg, as a point guard, you must have had so much fun being surrounded by so much terrific talent at UNLV.
You know, Larry Johnson, Stacey Augmon, I mean, I could go on and on. And you're right, I was blessed to play alongside these guys. They were incredible talents, finishers. And, you know, you don't always appreciate it going through that moment, but the fact that we're all still close and stay in contact, man, what an awesome experience to be a part of that team.
Chemistry must have been off the charts on that team.
It was, and we had a lot of personalities, man. It was a different era back then, but I tell you, again, I wouldn't trade that experience for anything.
Setting the floor for the Nets. Harden out there with Irving, and it's Durant. Then it's Joe Harris, and it's Jordan in at center, locking down the middle. And the call will go against Anthony Tolliver. That's his first foul. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
Close games can boil down to who makes plays on defense, and that is one heck of a rejection right there.
Deflects the pass. Jordan kicks to KD. Off target from 3-point range.
there's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the three ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against it.
Well, they are daring him to miss, and he obliges.
No good from Irving.
Well, an 0-for-3 start to the half. You need to pick it up and start to put some pressure on your opponent.
Embiid, no good.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
And a staple of Harden's attack. Sometimes it seems he's better finishing through contact on the drive.
The pass to Embiid. Back to Simmons. 76ers moving the ball around. Harris looking it over. Back to Simmons. Embiid against Jordan. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Harden outside. He kicks to Irving. Durant just inside the line. Jordan dishes to Irving. Off target with his three.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only one for the first 5.
Out to Harris. Outside Hill. Back to Harris. For the lead. He can't get it to go. The Nets go the other way with it. Passes it to Durant. And then Durant with the dunk.
How about Kevin Durant on the dribble drive? What to do with this guy? He's got so many ways he can hurt you.
And Simmons kicks to Embiid. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
The 76ers trail by 4. Simmons finds Embiid. Simmons feeling it out a bit. And Simmons slams it in.
Throw it down, young fella. Simmons is explosive and without a doubt one of my favorite dunkers.
Harden against Simmons. Right side, Irving. Outside, KD. Durant with another miss.
One made 3 formed for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Tolliver with the bucket.
Boy, you can see their confidence growing. They have reason to believe.
What I love is the heart, the fire, the tenacity. This is absolutely fantastic.
Here's Jordan. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Well, you know what DeAndre Jordan is going to bring to the table every night. Great effort, incredible presence on the backboards, a ton of length defensively. Love everything he does for you.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Embiid. Korkmaz comes in for Tobias Harris. Danny Green, he's checked in for George Hill. And it's Shake Milton in for Ben Simmons. Here's Milton. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Tolliver kicks to Milton. Shot clock at 6. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
Boy, not on the same page there. And in a possession ball game, that's a big mistake.
40 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Here now is Dinwiddie. Outside Griffin. On the wing, Green. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Dinwiddie passes to Griffin. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
And that's the trademark Griffin finish. Get in tight, elevate, and throw it down with authority. Big fella is a beast down low.
Now here's Milton. Dinwiddie covering. Good on the shot.
Well, everyone's seeking those high percentage looks in the restricted area. Nicely done there.
There's Brown with the 3. Off on that one. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Nets lead by 2. Live from Philadelphia, you're watching 2K Sports. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard with the pass right on the money.
He's got the size to survey over the top of the defense and find the open man. That was beautiful.
We've reached the 4th quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. We've got Mike Scott actually out there with Seth Curry. Then there's Howard. And it's Thibault in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. A nice shot by Irving.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Kicks to Scott. Now, here's Maxey. And there's the call on Durant. That is his first foul of the game. Inside. Back to Curry. He feeds it to Scott. The dish now to Howard. It's hauled in by Claxton. Nets leading by 4. From deep, Harden. Rebounded by Howard. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Count it.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Harden with it. And Curry picks him up defensively. And now they decide to foul intentionally. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Howard. Harris comes in for Matisse Thybulle. Hill, he's checked in for Seth Curry. And Simmons subbed in for Maxey. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
As crafty as they come, Harden uses that tremendous body control to his advantage.
The Nets making a switch here. Jordan's checked in.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
The try by Simmons. And then Simmons slams it in.
And Simmons really using his insane athleticism on that drive. A remarkable penetrator who really carves up the defense.
Back to Harden. Pass to Irving. From the high post. And again, it's the Nets missing.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
That one goes. Count it.
And really, after trailing the entire game, they've got to be feeling good about evening things up.
Oh, it got ugly there for a stretch. Nothing was working, but they've come back and have a chance to seal the deal.
Harden against Scott. Durant rejected by Harris.
And using his long arms there to his advantage. Opponents got to be mindful of Harris's defensive capabilities.
Simmons can't get it to go. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one on Hill.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
The thing that maybe puts me in awe more than any other skill is the way Kyrie Irving can change gears. This guy has a variety of ways to attack and keep defenses off balance.
Simmons passes to Embiid. Simmons inside, guarded by Harden. And Harris wide open. He shoots, and no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. And Durant puts up a deep 3. Rebound by the 76ers. Embiid's got his 5th rebound in this one. And Hill has it in the corner. Back to Scott. Pass to Harris. 6 on the shot clock. Brooklyn's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. And finished off by KD.
Big moments. This is who Kevin Durant is. He delivers when the game is in the balance.
The pass to Embiid and stolen by Jordan. Outside Irving. And Harden wide open. He shoots. 3-pointers off the mark. The 76ers trail by 4. Out to Harris. Here's Scott. Another miss by Philadelphia.
Simply put, a bad shot, guys. They all know they can get a better look than that.
To the middle. Here's Jordan. Yes! And it's Irving picking up the assist. And the Nets lead by 6.
Absolutely fearless. DJ, go to work.
Passes to Embiid. Outside for Simmons. Back to Embiid. Floats one. And it's Durant with the rebound. And so it's Durant with it. He'll bring it up for the Nets. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
A look from Harris. It falls! And now they trail by just 4.
And they needed that bucket. And leave it to Harris to go get it. He knows when it's time to take things into his own hands.
Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. And the foul on Mike Scott. That's his first foul. "16 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Outside, Green. Jordan, high post. 5 to shoot. Irving from long range. No good that time. And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. A truly gutsy performance. David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony. There below is a look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Then it's Clint Capella. Then there's Bogdanovich. And it's Herter in at the point guard. And for the Nets, DeAndre Jordan is out there with Durant. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then it's Harden. And it's Harris in at the 3, the small forward. Back to Harden. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Misses the wing Jerry.
Missed opportunity, wide open from mid-range. He would love to get that one back.
Bogdanovich, no luck. Pass to Durant. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
You can see why he loves to play in transition. You give Durant a head of steam, there's no stopping him.
Here's Herter. And the pass to Bogdanovich. Well, the outcome tonight, Greg, could come down to the big man up front.
You know, versatility will be key. The front court that can be physical but also pass it, stretch the floor will likely be the victor.
Now, here's Collins. Shoots from 12. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
Here is Harden. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. The Hawks have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. For 3. And there's Hunter on the assist by Collins.
I like that. Collins playing under control, reading the floor. Nice setup there.
Harris outside. Capella against KD. And he makes that one.
Great pass to set your man up with a high percentage look.
We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Outside Collins. Back to Herter. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
This is where Herter's toughness comes into play. Inside against physical D. Well, John Collins has the potential to be a star for this team. Continues to be a powerhouse on the offensive end. He can attack from inside as well as outside.
Now, here's Collins. And that one's good. Hunter.
Beautiful footwork and agility. DeAndre does damage down low.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Lobs it up for Jordan. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Over to the left wing. Here's Hunter. Down low. Here's Capella. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
And the defense Capella provides is huge. I mean, a legitimate shot-blocking threat who also rebounds the ball at an efficient rate.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Jordan. Green comes in for Kevin Durant. Brown is checked in for Joe Harris. And Dinwiddie subbed in for James Harden. Irving double team. And here's Green outside. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist.
And Collins said so himself. He believes he'll be a max contract player when he hits free agency.
You know what, GA? I love the confidence from him. And you look year to year, his numbers are improving at an unbelievable rate. He just might get that max contract. One of the cases where height fails to tell you the whole story.
First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Irving kicks to Dinwiddie. Back to Irving. Passes it to Dinwiddie. Clock at 6. Irving with the ball. Defended by Young. Fouled. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on. And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Irving way outside. Rebounded by Snell. Atlanta leading by 5. Okongwu dishes to Gallinari, and that one good.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Irving surveying the floor. Kicks it to Dinwiddie. Back to Irving. Fires the 3. Reddish grabs the rebound. For Atlanta, they've gotten 7 of their first 10 attempts to fall so far. Excellent pace to their offense. Snell, that's good.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
They came in prepared, focused, and really jumped on the other team early.
Irving for 3. Again, Irving missing. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They're playing a bruising game in. And it seems like players are constantly changing teams. Here is Spencer Dinwiddie discussing.
As a team, as a unit, as a roster, we've had a...
Greg Dinwiddie, one of those players who seems to adapt to any situation.
I mean, he's versatile, total team player, will do whatever is asked of him. He's really emerged after being picked in the 2nd round a few years ago.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And for the Hawks, guys, what stands out to you stats-wise?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
This is exactly what you want to see if you're a coach. Your team starting fast and playing with confidence.
They've got Griffin. He's out there with Harden. And it's Claxton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. To the inside. Here's Fernando. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
I just love Trae Young's feel for the game. Oftentimes, he can see the play develop before anyone else.
It's Brown on the wing. Pass to Harden. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. When you look at the balance of power between players and teams, Greg, does it feel like the players now have more say, more control than they used to?
No doubt. We're seeing more players demand trades, sign shorter contracts with opt-outs. And the irony of that is, in my era, our best players were fearful for the length of their contracts or the life expectancy of their careers, believe it or not. And these guys today, they understand their value. They know what they bring to the table, and they are utilizing that to the max.
And is that good, Greg, for the game?
I think so. I do think most guys want to win, and they understand that their legacies are going to be defined about whether or not they do.
Harden with it. And Harden with the stuff.
Yeah, just constantly attacking the paint. Harden does not settle.
Here's Herter. Dishes it to Gallinari. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
Harris passes to Harden. They get it again. Jordan. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. The Hawks leading by 14. Right side, Bogdanovich. Gallinari passes to Hunter. And that one is off. Jordan with some nice D. And here we go. The 3 from KD. Drills it from outside. Durant's got 5 now.
That's why Durant's one of the best scorers in the game. I don't know how the defense stops that.
1:53 left to play in the first half. Herter passes to Bogdanovich. Over Irving. Bogdanovich, no luck.
Wow, that's one you just kind of assume is going in. Tough luck.
Jordan with it. Now guarded by Bogdanovich. Back to Irving. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Irving's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Nets. Gallinari outside. Back to Herter. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Gallinari, very unselfish, draws a lot of defensive attention, which often leads to open teammates.
Durant kicks to Harden. Inside. Durant, the pass to Jordan. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
And it's easy to give up after a play like that, but this team needs to keep fighting.
It's just one trip down the court, but you have to have short memory in this league or you won't last long.
Green, he's checked in for the Nets. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Atlanta. John Collins comes in for Gallinari. Durant with a wide open look. And it's off from three-point range. Atlanta leading by 11. To the paint. Capella finds Collins. The baseline J off the mark. And so Green will bring it up for the Nets. Here's Durant. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
And no hesitation attacking the defense. Body to body, Durant with an impressive finish.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Bogdanovich passes to Herter. Outside Collins. Now the feed to Capella. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. Brooklyn with the ball. KD looking around. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's the Atlanta.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every. And this Hawks team still learning on the fly. Learning on the. And that's.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers, a very high percentage of those in the first half.
And on the floor for Nate McMillan starting the second half. Gallinari is out there with Okongwu. And it's Young. Then it's Reddish. And it's Snell in at the two-guard spot. Pass to Harden. That's good, and it's KD with the assist. Harden's got the first basket of the second half. That one for the Nets. The Hawks leading by 7. Now the pass to Okongwu. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
The standing reach of a center, the mobility of a guard. No wonder Durant sent that one back.
And here's the fast break. Gallinari leading the way. The dish to Okongwu. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Okongwu's now got his first points in this one.
And the amount of pressure that Trae Young puts on a defense is staggering. He's either carving you up with his passing or hitting you with that jump shot.
You know, Trae Young is the type of player that can lead this league in scoring and in assists. And also possibly could do it in the same season. For a youngster, he sees a lot of double teams. It's impressive how he handles it.
And Young kicks to Snell. Gallinari outside. And Jordan sends it back.
DeAndre is simply one of the most electrifying shot blockers in the game. If you put up a shot around him, you better put it up high.
And we just got a second look there at the exceptional mobile one block.
And that'll give him a jolt. Nothing like a rejection to light a fire under you.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. But they get it back. The Hawks working the ball around. Here's Bogdanovich. Uses the glass that time, and it's good.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Dinwiddie outside. Pass to Brown. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. It's stolen by Capella. Fast break, the Hawks. Bogdanovich wide open. And it's Bogdanovich again missing. Nets trail by 9. Pass to Dinwiddie. Here's Claxton. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Here's Hurt. Dinwiddie covering. Bogdanovich passes to Hunter. Outside Collins. Just 5 to shoot. That one good for 2. And the Hawks lead by 9. Greg, I know you've played for some great coaches in your day. What is it that separates the truly elite coaches, in your opinion, from just coaches that are pretty good?
I think the one attribute that's most important for a great coach is consistency. And I've said is you can coach a lot of different ways. You can win a lot of different ways. But you've got to be sincere and true to your principles and your philosophy. And those are the coaches, and I've had them that have done it different ways, but they've been the most successful. And listen, you've also at the professional level, you've got to have a presence about you. You got to have some charisma out there as well to get these men to buy in.
Down low. 1:02 left to play in the third. Green, the pass to Claxton. From 6 away, another one falls for Brooklyn.
And that's not nearly the kind of defense that's going to prevent a player of his ability from scoring.
Here's Hurt. He's got 6. 41 seconds left in the third. Capella with it. Now Green defending. Here's Hunter. And again, it's Atlanta.
New players entering the league sometimes don't challenge you from mid-range, but Hunter is excellent from there.
On the wing, Green. pass to Dinwiddie. Outside, Green. Dinwiddie outside. And Capella sends it back.
Opponents have to be careful when Capella is in the area. What an impressive display of timing.
Here's Herter. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Atlanta ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Let me tell you, when you can run offense through your bigs, you give the defense just another thing it has to try and take away.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. They've got Kyrie Irving. Durant is out there with Harris. Then it's Jordan, and it's Harden in at the 1. And there's the pass to Snell. He dishes it to Reddish. Over Irving. That one wide left. Nets trail by 9. There's the 3. Collins grabs the miss. Atlanta's shooting has been just great so far, up at 56%. Capella, the pass to Collins. Capella dishes to Collins. Back to Capella. The shot misses. Jordan with some nice D. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
The first one falls.
And Harden finished second in MVP voting in 2017, won the MVP in 2018. A multi-talented combo guard who just seems to get better every season.
Gallinari, he's checked in for Collins. Capella kicks to Gallinari. Back to Capella. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
Aggressive move by Capella. His length and athleticism, it's tough to handle when he gets the ball that deep.
The Nets working the ball around now. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And he knocks down the first one. That one misses. The Hawks leading by 7. Three-pointers. Snell bangs home the trifecta.
That's a picture-perfect jumper. Tony Snell was drafted 20th overall because he can do that.
Outside Irving. Back to Harden. At the elbow, Irving releases. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. And here's Young. Six on the shot clock. Here's Capella, and Jordan sends it back. Here's Irving, and it's blocked, and he gets it back. Harden outside, passes it to Harris. Now Durant. Gallinari covering. Tries again. Count it, and the Atlanta lead has been cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Kevin Durant.
That's easy money for KD. He's always had great touch from the mid-range.
Now Young. Dishes it to Capella. Back to Young. And Jordan sends it back. In transition, here come the Nets. Durant's running. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
A seasoned vet with lots of playoff experience. Jordan remained calm under pressure.
Pass to Capella. Gallinari surveying the D. The kick out to Young. 1:35 left here in the fourth quarter. The three from KD. Atlanta with the rebound. They've led by as many as 14 points. And here's the fast break. Gallinari leading the way. Young inside. Guarded by Harden. 2 points. That one goes.
Incredible competitor. Trae Young always wants to be the one to take this shot.
Every second counts now. They can't wait around.
And I don't think they will. The problem is they've waited too long to make a move.
Inside. Here's Jordan. They get it back. Money!
One of the great rebounders in this league. When Jordan does score, this is often how it happens.
Now, here is Young. Lays it up and banks it in. And the Hawks lead by 6.
Allowing any room to operate, you know he's going to be aggressive.
Harden up top, defended by Young. And on the way from Irving for 3. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Reddish with the ball. Out to the right wing. And there's the defensive 3-second call. And so he hits the technical free throw.
You know what? You forget that he's small in stature. Trae Young's skill set is exactly what every team is looking for.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Herter passes to Bogdanovich. Back to Herter. And so the ball is out of bounds. Bogdanovich touched it last.
You want unselfishness, but you also need to keep it under control.
Here's Johnson. And so the Hawks take the win. This was a hard fight. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight.